Okay, let's talk about the machines we rely on every single day. Your car, your phone, your refrigerator. Have you ever really thought about your relationship with them? Today, we're going to look at a totally new way of thinking about these machines, not just as tools, but maybe as partners.
And to really get our heads around this idea, we're going to start by taking a page from nature's playbook. You see, the entire living world is built on relationships, and some of the most powerful ones are what we call symbiotic relationships.
And this shows the two extremes perfectly. On one side, you've got mutualism. The clownfish gets a safe home, and the anemone gets better water flow. It's a total win-win. But on the other side, you've got parasitism. The louse just takes and takes, draining its host for its own good. One wins, the other one definitely loses.
So here's the key thing to remember. Symbiosis doesn't automatically mean good. It can be mutually beneficial, yeah, like our clownfish. It could also be kind of neutral, where one gets a benefit and the other isn't really affected. Think of a little fish catching a ride on a big shark. Or it can be parasitic, where one thrives by literally hurting the other.
Okay, now let's bring that idea back to our world. Think about the machines that are absolutely essential to modern life. The ones that keep our food from spoiling and our homes from overheating. Refrigerators and air conditioners. What if the relationship we have with them is actually a parasitic one?
Because when you really start to look at the data, it feels that way. These machines, the ones we depend on so much, are silently draining our resources, our money, and the planet's health in ways we don't even notice. Get a load of this number. In a country like Colombia, a mind-blowing 48% of the energy used in homes comes from just two appliances, refrigerators and air conditioners. Almost half the electricity bill. That's wild.
And this chart really puts that 48% into perspective. It absolutely dwarfs everything else. It's more than 3 times what we use for lights, and way more than double what we use for all our other appliances combined. It's a huge constant drain on the power grid. You could say it's parasitic. And the cost isn't just about electricity. When these cooling systems fail, the fallout is massive. Every single year, the world loses or just straight up wastes 1.3 billion tons of food. And a huge chunk of that is because of failures in the cold chain.
And this isn't just one single problem. It's happening all across the supply chain. If you look at the global numbers here, you can see that almost a quarter of all that lost food happens during the storage phase, which is exactly where refrigeration is supposed to save the day. It really points to a deeply flawed relationship with our cooling tech.
So, how did we get here? Why is this relationship so dysfunctional? Well, for the longest time, the way we've taken care of our machines has been, let's just say, not very smart. We've tried to get better, but our methods have been stuck in the past.
This timeline basically tells the whole story. We started with reactive maintenance, which is a fancy way of saying wait for it to explode, then call someone. Then we got a bit smarter with preventive maintenance, fixing stuff on a schedule. Better, but you end up wasting a lot of time and money on things that aren't even broken. The holy grail is predictive or even prescriptive maintenance, using data to see a failure coming and know exactly how to stop it. The problem? That tech has always been way too complex and expensive for your average fridge or AC unit. Until now.
And that is exactly where the hero of our story comes in, a project designed to completely flip the script on this parasitic relationship and turn it into a real, genuine partnership. It's called Symbionte.
So, what is it? Simply put, Symbionte is a small, inexpensive smart device. You attach it to the absolute heart of any cooling system, the compressor. And it basically acts as its bodyguard and its doctor, 24/7.
But here's the real magic. It's not just a monitor that spits out numbers. You should think of it as a translator. For the first time, this little device lets the machine actually talk to us, tell us how it's feeling, what it needs, long before it has a catastrophic failure. This is the key to finally shifting from that parasitic relationship to a mutualistic one, where we both win.
So, how in the world does it actually listen to a machine? How does it translate all that mechanical noise into information we can actually use? The approach is, well, it's brilliant.
It's basically a fitness tracker for your AC unit. It keeps an eye on the machine's vital signs. It checks its electrical health by watching the voltage and current. It monitors its thermodynamic state by tracking temperature and pressure. It even senses mechanical stress by feeling for tiny vibrations.
Okay, now don't let this diagram scare you. Their concept is actually really simple. The device gathers all that raw data, all those vital signs, and its brain, these super smart algorithms, analyzes it all in real time. It's looking for the tiniest clues, the little warning signs that tell it a big failure is coming, giving you a heads up so you can fix it before it breaks.
So what's the upshot of all this? The impact of forging this better bond with our machines is, well, it's huge. This isn't just about saving your ice cream from melting. It's about building a future that's smarter, more affordable, and a whole lot greener.
I mean, the difference is just night and day. Before, in that old parasitic world, we were stuck with insane energy bills, sudden, expensive breakdowns, and all that wasted food. Now, with a mutualistic partnership, you get lower energy costs because the machine is running perfectly, you get alerts before things break, and we slash waste and our impact on the environment. It's a win all around.
And this quote from the project's creator, Nelson Sierra, just hits it home. At the end of the day, this is about something much bigger. It's about using technology to find a way to give back just a little of what the planet has given us. It's about healing these broken relationships.
Which really just leaves us with one last big question to chew on. We've seen how this idea can totally change our relationship with cooling. But what if we could apply this same thinking everywhere? What if we could build a truly symbiotic partnership with all the technology we use every single day? What would that world even look like?